Welcome to the podcast. We're going to be diving into a universal issue: unsolicited advice. We've all been on the receiving end of it. And let's be honest, we've also been the ones giving it. Unsolicited advice, even with the best of intentions, can backfire. I've been guilty of giving unsolicited advice. I've also been on the receiving end of it. What I've learned is that sometimes it's best to refrain. Let me tell you why. Number one, it can feel like judgment. People who receive unsolicited advice often feel like they're being judged, criticized, and seen as inadequate. That is not a way to empower anybody. It deflates people. Even when we mean well, giving advice without being asked implies that there's something wrong with another person. This can lead to resentment and a shutdown in communication. It can also lead to a potential loss of friendship, or it could also lead to some sort of issue in the workplace. There's always a time and place for feedback, but don't give it if you are not asked. Now, for example, if you are a manager or a leader who is seeing a problem with an employee, yes, you need to address it, and it should always be done in privacy behind closed doors, but with the intention of empowering an employee by discussing ways to do things better. Unsolicited advice does not address what people actually need. When someone is going through a challenge or is being vulnerable by showing you a special project that they're working on, what they're really seeking is understanding and empathy. If at that point they ask for advice, provide it. But do not start off by immediately offering some type of solution, because then you bypass the opportunity to truly connect and listen to somebody. Sometimes a person needs a safe space to express themselves without hearing what they should or should not be doing. For example, they might have an idea for a great project and they just need somebody to listen to their ideas. Along the way, they may realize, wow, I have a great idea, or oh, maybe this idea is not so great. Listen to understand, not to respond, not to fix. This also holds true with a friend or family. Listen to understand, not to respond. Once you've had an opportunity to listen to understand, you can ask, can I share my perspective? But don't do it before being asked. Advice may come off as criticism. We want people to feel capable, confident, and resilient. If we are constantly offering advice, it may come off as criticism. It also sends the message that we don't believe they're capable of finding their own solutions. There are also people who need to process things on their own and don't welcome any type of feedback. If you have a friend or a coworker like that, step back and listen to understand. Offer encouragement and show trust in their abilities. That can empower them more than any advice ever can. With that said, one of the best things we could do is to focus on our connections with people versus corrections and fixing. We can foster healthier relationships and allow people to find their own path. Even with what I'm sharing, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Make it a great day, and I'll see you next time.